Hello and welcome to another episode of Geekgo. It's still October, so I'm going to take a look at another horror-themed game. Doom 3, the BFG edition. Now, Doom. Final Doom for Windows 95 is the first first-person shooter I ever played on, well, Windows, on 95. And, well, it grew on me. I like Doom, and after that I realized I like Quake, and Quake 2, and not so much Quake 3. Games from id Software have always been kind of the same to me. You get some guns, there's a really thin plot, and you go shoot monsters and creatures and have a lot of fun. And when Doom 3 first came out, I had to play it, and it was, well, I found it really fun. Yes, there's a ton of jump scares, and it isn't the same as the old Doom games where it's more action-packed. It's more horror-themed now. And the story is, yet again, just subpar. But here's the thing, the Marine never talks, which is cool. The graphics look nice for its time, and it still looks kinda nice today. And, well, the action was fun. It was fast-paced, unlike Half-Life. It's almost like the opposite of Half-Life 2, where Half-Life 2 is more about slower pace and storytelling and the overabundance of physics puzzles, god. Doom 3 was more about shoot, shoot, and shoot. And, well, today let's look at the, well, re-release, because it's not a remake by any means. Doom 3 BFG edition comes with Doom 1, Doom 2, and Doom 3 with its expansion pack, The Resurrection of Evil, which, But anyway, it's not even all there. I can't even say that, because where's Final Doom? I know Final Doom is not quote-unquote an official sequel, but it was released by id Software, packaged as a full Doom thing. I want TNT, and I want Plutonia, damn it! So let's take a look at Doom 1 first, and then, well, as soon as you click it, you realize that they've changed a lot of things. For example, the health packs aren't red crosses anymore because, well, the red cross said, hey, don't use our logo. Next thing you know, the animal rights people will say, hey, stop shooting pinkies because you're hurting animals. It's just ridiculous. After that, you'll realize that the multiplayer button is missing. Do I need to say anything more? And then it gets worse. You go to options and you can't even change your key bindings. They took out all the options. This update is frankly disgusting. It's terrible. You don't take features away from an old game. There's no co-op, there's no multiplayer on the PC version. There is co-op and split screen on the console versions, I believe. But this is just disgusting. Not even options. There is options to have it in windowed mode and full screen mode, but guess what? When it goes into windowed mode, it automatically becomes a widescreen window, which means if you have a 1020x768 monitor, you're gonna have a big black bracket just hovering around. It just doesn't sit right. Unfortunately, Doom 2 is just the same. You can't pick any levels you want, any settings you want. It's just terrible. Do yourself a favor, if you want to play Doom 1 and Doom 2 or any other of the Doom 1 engine games, just get yourself Windows 95 Doom, because that has all the settings and you're playing the game in its classic form. Of course, there are other Doom engines made by fans which update the graphics and such. Go get those instead. The Doom BFG edition, Doom 1 and Doom 2 are just piles of puke. They were just slapped on there just to get a few more bucks out of you. Well, let's look at the main cast, Doom 3. Well, Doom 3 just looks and sounds the same just as it was years ago. I know that comparison videos, you can tell some contrast difference, but playing it as it is, I can't tell the difference. It plays and feels just like it was before. And again, they've taken out all the advanced graphics settings that made PC games fun. Ooh, look, resolution settings, and that's it. There is a new 3D function if you have a 3D monitor and graphics card. But hey id, if you're gonna put 3D settings in there, what happened to the, all those other classic ones? You put all these 3D settings in, but you missed out the red and blue and red and green. Ooh, why didn't they put that in, you idiots? Well, gameplay wise, it is 120 frames per second, so they up the smoothness of the game, and the loading times are much faster. But that's about it. As for the extra new Lost levels, it took me less than an hour to just rush through it. There's barely no story in there, it's just, Marine, help us and shoot these monsters. That's it. So, the levels just look the same as the original levels. You blast a few levels on Mars and then you blast a few levels on Hell. It's a cheap gimmick, and it's kind of fun, but it's more jump scares than there used to be in Doom, and it's not worth it. Trust me, if you want Doom 3, or any other Doom, get the original versions, and then we'll download all the mods that update the graphics, update the flashlight with the gun, the duct tape mod, I believe, and yeah. You know, this is really sad because between Doom 3 BFG Edition and Rage for the PC, I've lost all hope for id Software. id Software used to stand for something that's really fun and with quality. It might not have the best Shakespearean storyline, but it was always there to make a good game that plays well and just is enjoyable. This release is just a shameful sham, and well, my problems with Rage is that it tries too hard to be an open world game when it really isn't, and the invisible walls, the bad shooting mechanics are just terrible, and people speaking before you can click on them and you can't skip things like that. I don't need to hear the same dialogue 1,000 times just to click on someone to buy something. You know, Fallout does it right. Let's just say that. So I've lost all hope for Doom 4. I hope they surprise me because I want a good new Doom game or a good new Quake game. And please, id Software, do that. Does everybody remember the days when you had Quake 2 and you just stick it in and it comes with co-op with up to 16 or 32 players playing the single player missions? Sure, it wasn't balanced because there wasn't enough item pickups for all the players, but it was fun. It was just so much fun that you can just do that. But nowadays, ooh, a co-op is a new big thing. No, it's not. PC players have always had the luxury of playing 16-player co-op on single-player campaigns, choosing any level you want and jumping in wherever. And since co-op is such a big thing now, you'd think PC games would do that, but no, it's just not the same anymore. Games are too mainstream and just, well, I miss the good old days. And I'm not even that old. There's a reason why people still like to play the old Doom games and the old Quake games, because they had all those features in there. So id, if you're watching this by any chance, please, when you release the new Doom game, let the PC version have the classic co-op modes that you had in Quake 2. And make it easy for people to make different skins and models, because it's one of the funnest things that people can do. Please. And I will happily pre-order it and buy a special edition if that exists. And many other people will buy a special edition. So that's my really annoyed and depressed review of Doom 3. Not much else to say, really. Oh hey Doom guy, what are you doing here? You want a drink or snack or something? No, you don't talk much, do you? Alright. Oh, I know exactly what you want, a shotgun!